How much don't we see in practice or what have you that goes into a play like forcing a fumble to win the game?
Oh, I think there's a lot, because everyone thinks that's just something you can do. It comes with being confident. Are you confident in your ability? Are you in a position to make the play? Are you able to process everything that happened? Because what they did, it was a little tight end Y screen delay. I mean, it was a great play call by them. And Trey had great eyes, stayed blocked right onto it, tracked his guy back across the formation. And not only is he able to do all that stuff well and be in a position to make the play, he has the confidence in his ability to rip at the football, which is the next step in it. You see young guys not able to do that because they're just trying to line up and play. Now you see guys that I know what to do, I know how to do it well, and now I can take the next step, which is how to make a game-changing play.
Why do you think it didn't come out immediately? Like, why do you think he kept ripping at the ball?
Because he's a fighter. This is what he is. I think that speaks to the volume of our entire team. We got a lot of guys that have a lot of fight in them that want to always find a way to win.
Bryan,
When you think big,
Go ahead, Jay.
when you think big picture about this defense, year one in your system, a lot of young guys in the secondary especially, to have the kind of performance that they had today with a chance to go to the Big 12 title game, what's just your overall sense of how this defense has evolved and where it is right now?
Today's the worst we'll ever be. Let's find a way to be better tomorrow. And if they keep believing in that and we keep trusting that process, I'm very confident in the future of what we can do.
But what you did today in the second half, 6 straight punts, 4 of those were 3 and outs. I mean, today was a pretty good day for you.
It was a great day. And what's actually funny that you bring that up and you talk about it is there's an article that was released last year, a year ago today, on Coach Rose's saying, talking about today's the worst we'll ever be, and someone asked me about it, and they said, what does that saying mean to you? Why do you have it? Why do you carry it? Why do you live by it? I said, because I have had great games, I have had bad games. I've been called an idiot, I've been called a genius, I've been promoted, and I've been fired. Today's the worst we'll ever be. We'll get you through all of that. So we had a great game today. All that matters is today's worst we'll ever be. We will find a way tomorrow to be better than we are today.
Speaking of tomorrow, Bryan, any chance you caught in any of Texas this season?
No, the game was on last night, but my son wanted to put up the Christmas tree, and that's our tradition on the Friday after Thanksgiving. So I figured I'd get a chance to watch it at some point, but we did not watch it.
So any impressions? All this based on the record or ranking?
They're a really good football team.
Yeah, right.
They are exactly what they deserve to be. They're in a great situation. They're one of the highest ranked teams in the country. I've seen them on some crossover film. I know their defense is very good, and I know the tradition and the history that place has. So nothing but respect for them, and they're a good football team.
When you took the job, I think it was January, I don't remember. Did you think you would, year one, be coaching in AT&T Stadium for Big 12 championship?
Absolutely. No, we sat down in the defensive staff room, we sat down in the defensive unit room, and I remember talking to them in January. The one mistake, I go back to my time at Gannon, I think I made one crucial mistake in my impression with the players there. We talked about being a great defense. We talked about winning football games. We talked about competing for the PSAC West. We talked about all that. We didn't talk about the Division II playoffs. So we were in a position, and then all of a sudden we won the PSAC West. We had to share the title. In the last game of the year, we're hosting Shippensburg. If we win, we go to the playoffs. And all of a sudden it was like the playoffs. We hadn't talked about that, but it became a reality. So I didn't want to make that mistake again. And the guys will vouch for it. We came in and we sat in that first defensive meeting in the summer. After I had known who they were, after they gave them an opportunity to know who I was, I said, I make no mistake. Our goal is to play for a Big 12 championship. Our goal is to compete at the highest level. So we're not going to be shocked when that happens. We're going to be in that position. We're going to thrive in it, and we are going to continue to work every day to achieve that goal. And the standard is the standard. We want to win every single football game. We want to trust the process. We want to follow those steps leading up all the way to it. And now we're there. The moment's not too big. It showed today. It showed last week. When you have a chance to make it, the moment doesn't get too big if you talk about it and have it as, this is something we know we are capable of doing.
Have you ever been to that stadium?
I have not.
Coach, just talk about wanting to get better each game, each week. Do you feel like this defense has gotten better since each week since that Central Arkansas game?
Absolutely. We've gotten better every single week. We've had a couple letdown games. I mean, Central Florida was a little bit ugly, obviously, with what we wanted to get done, and it was a little disappointing. But what you saw tonight was the exact same reaction we had down in Central Florida. We were losing the game. We had to be a little bit more aggressive. We had to force their hand a little bit. And at Central Florida, it bit us on a couple long runs. Here tonight, our kids took that, did the exact same approach, and we were able to be much better against the run. So I think it's a testament to them getting better every single time we go on the field.
How much did BYU prioritize chewing the clock against you guys in the second half with that lead?
I think the first 2 drives they really did. I think that was a part of their plan. They wanted to try to shorten the game. They had a lead. And then I think around the 3rd drive, or maybe the 4th, but he came out and he got an empty, he threw the ball. He lined up and ran a jet sweep, and then he lined up and threw the ball. It's like, okay, he's opening up the playbook again. He's going back to being a normal offense, not just trying to slow it down.
Did those